Hello, I'm Mike of Nearly Enough Dice, and this is the Kerbal Space Program. Where you find us is silhouetted against the night sky, and about 4 minutes to go towards a burn. Is I have not one, not two, not three, not one, not two, but three satellites. Technically four. This is going to end up being a satellite, but I don't really want it to do very much. Which I wish to get into orbit of the Mun. So I've gotten the launch done. So we've launched these things into space, but I didn't get as much delta V out of it as I would like, and therefore basically the rocket went the wrong way. I don't know why. I probably just wasn't balanced enough, and I didn't have enough control authority to make it go the way I wanted. So it was unbalanced and went off the wrong way. So I burnt a lot of delta V. So I'm actually orbiting the incorrect way, or the opposite way to the way you normally orbit around the Mun. And because of that, I had to burn some delta V, correcting that, which meant I had to use some of my transfer stage delta V to do my orbit, and I don't have enough delta V to get... Oh, in fact, I still would have had the problem. I still have the same problem. I don't have enough delta V in my orbit, in my transfer stage, to do the transfer burn. So that's going to be entertaining. I've already had to steal some fuel from the furthermost satellites into here. I think that is actually going to be all right, because I'm going to be dropping each of these off as I get closer and closer and closer and closer. So they'll then circularize, and they shouldn't need that much delta V to do their own circularization burns. So it should be okay. But I'm going to actually have to steal some fuel partway through. So anyway, I will set up an alarm for the burn, and we'll just head towards that. Try and make myself closer there. Sadly on the night side, which is a bit of a pain, but there you go. Much less, it was a very wibbly wobbly rocket as it was coming up, but it's not so bad now. Okay, so that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay, so bring that up, and we'll say stage only. We're also keeping an eye on delta V this stage, which is S3. It would be a 45-second burn, except for the fact that I don't have 45 seconds worth of fuel in it. Oh no, the burn, no, 45 seconds was half of it, so it's going to be like a couple of minutes. Yeah, so I'm going to run out, and then it's going to be very interesting to see whether or not I can do the fuel transfer in time to rescue my eventual orbit. So yeah. Just let that burn. I don't need. I didn't delete unclose. There you go. Lovely long burn. That's the nature of the engines that you use for these kinds of things. You use low thrust but high ISP engines, um, because that way you get a great deal of delta V out of it. But you get very long burns as we are getting here. Oh, adjust. Make sure I'm pointing towards the maneuver. Right, okay, so I need to get 41. Now here's, right, let's throttle down. And we'll go... Oh, what have I done? No, you need to hit Alt and then click on it again. Oh, I thought I'd throttle down. Well, if I can do this, then I will. So I'm just easing into. Right, let's set that. Oh, focus view. So I want right now. Oh, that could have gone wrong. All right. Okay, so I'm getting a pretty polar orbit. Hurrah. So we will say goodbye to that maneuver node. Thank you very much, maneuver nodes. Okay, so let's take that off and just look at what everyone's got in terms of liquid fuel. So this, so I've pretty much got rid of all the fuel in there. So let's just, anything, in theory, I don't need this transfer stage anymore. Now, this is S0, so that's got 1,000 delta V in it. That's got to be more than enough. So assuming this is in fact accurate, I should have more than enough to get that one. And to be perfectly honest, each of the others has full tanks, which is like 2,000 delta V. You're not seeing that here because the S2, which is once I get rid of this, S2 is that one, and S1 is that one. And of course, at the moment, the way the game thinks that S2 is going to be pushing the whole thing, which it's never going to do. It's just going to be pushing itself. So I think everything is fine. In fact, each of these now has enough delta V that I would have launched each of these from Kerbin orbit, as in they would have been in Kerbin orbit in that state, and they would have set off on their own and gone to the Mun and got their orbits. So I think I can just junk this now. The other alternative is to try and get a closer apoapsis, periapsis, sorry. So I can do the smarty pants dropping off of each one as I go. But I do not think I need to. I don't think I need to do that. I can actually just separate them now. I'm going to wait till I get closer, is what I'm going to do. In fact, I'm going to wait for the SOI change. And when they're in the MUN's SOI change, that's when I'm going to do it, I think. So how long have I got? How long have I got? 1 day, 2 hours, 1 day, 4 hours. So I've got 2 hours as it stands. That's fine. Everything's just dandy. I'm a little bit befuddled because I am going the opposite way than I am used to, but that's all right. Okay, so that's the alarm clock running down. Delete on close. So 5 seconds from now, I should swap over into I should swap over to the MUN SOI, which I have done in fact. So now I don't see any particular reason why I shouldn't just separate them all. Okay, so this one, what this one wants to do is it just wants to circularize at this altitude. Oh, it's going to be a lot closer. Well, it's got 1,000 delta V, so it's fine. I'm going to want to make it a bit more polar at some point, but that's fine. So we are going to rename it SCANsat MUN high. Now the next one we're going to rename SCANsat MUN multi. I've possibly positioned that badly. Now it wants a maneuver, also a periapsis. It's got one. Yeah, it's got nearly 2,000 delta V, so it's fine. So I can bring that way down, and I want its orbits to be I think 500 for this. Going to consult my potentially out-of-date documentation. Actually, says 2034, so I'll bring it down to there. Yeah. I'll go with 2040. And I've just realised I'll just add a maneuver node for that. Not a minute, no alarm clock. Alright, let's go back to... which one are we here? Oh, we're that. Which one are you? And so this is going to be SCANsat Munlo. And we're going to give it... And I realize they're all going to be going at the same time, so this could be a problem. But it doesn't actually particularly matter if any of them are slightly off. And I want this to be, I think I want to be this to be quite low. It's got a lot of delta V to play with, so I'm not that bothered. I can do some experimentation on that one. They're within a few seconds of each other. But actually, part of the, yeah, okay. So I've maybe been too clever. Which vessel are you? Can you swap? No, it's not. SCANsat multi, and that doesn't work. That obviously only works in map mode, in normal mode. There we go. You're the big one. I haven't given you an alarm, so let's give you an alarm. So they're all going to be going within a few seconds of each other, and unfortunately, they each have burn times of a minute or more. I may not have worked this out very cleverly. Because I very much doubt you can... change while you're in acceleration. So maybe I would have been better off doing them all in a 1-hour and separating them off. Obviously I'm going to be doing something similar to this for Minmus, so perhaps that is going to be a better way of doing things. Alright, so it's low that's going first. Alright. Well, I'm just going to do them, and I'm just going to see what happens. Close alarm. Well, actually, what I might close alarm. What I might do. I don't know how to do this. Hopefully I'm not going to screw up too much. So I tell you what, I'm just going to start this one now. Now, here's the thing. It's going to verify. What? You can switch? That doesn't seem like a thing you should be able to do. Wait, you just let me switch. You lying toad of a game. You just let me switch a moment ago. Okay, so I'm not quite sure what happened there, but it let me switch that one. Alright, so you're going to be about a minute and a bit. It should be alright. I mean, they've got tons of Delta V's, so... can I physics it out? I can, kind of, yeah. So all the stuff from right. So we'll stop that now, and then we'll. I'm way off my maneuver node. Right, what's my apparatus height? Right, so let's see what happens if I try and start my scan. Suboptimal. Am I too high or am I too low? Am I too high or am I too low? I am probably too high. Right. Never mind. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. Now, can I get to any of the others? No, but no nearby objects to focus on. Which is fair enough, really. Did not think this thing through. Oh, Lord. Don't want that at all anymore. There we go. Which one are you? There we go. More physics accelerates. I think we are just going to make a new maneuver node. Which one? I forgot which one this is again. Oh, this is multi. Right, okay. So I reckon multi needs to be 234, don't I? I've broken it completely. All right, no, okay, yeah, I've done this one. Right, well, done this one. I'm fine. So I've done multi, done high. So I need low. I need to fix low. So get rid of that bring that in fairly viciously. And right, so add that in there, get rid of those two. I'm probably going to have to go fetch multi. I should have done this in one go is what I should have done. I should have stolen delta V from each of them and then done a flyby that was quite close. That would have been a lot cleverer than what I'm doing at the minute. But, you know, we live and learn. So I know not to do this for Minmus. What? No. I thought I was untime warping as much as I possibly could, but apparently not. Give me another minute or so. Let's see if I can usefully time accelerate. Now that's making my maneuver node get further away on the nav ball when I do that, but right, so get rid of that. So add maneuver, and this one I want this one to be the periapsis. And I want to circularize my orbits. I probably want to go lower than this if this is my low. This is not the quick way of doing it. How much am I adding? How much am I taking away? Oh, that's pretty close. There you go, we'll do that. Now, and we'll add an alarm clock to that one. Now, who have we got left to do? Multi, I haven't done it right. I think we need to go to multi. Multi needs rescuing. I don't believe multi has an orbit at the minute. Oh, that's not multi, that's the actual transfer thing. Erg. SCANsat Mun High, which has got an orbit. SCANsat Mun Multi does not have an orbit at the minute. Just totally scrambling to try and get these into something resembling something not stupid. Right, what happens if I just fire myself? Retrograde. I also need to check that these orbits that I'm creating are polar as much as I can manage. They're not too bad. What's that going to give me? I think that's about right. Let's go in a little bit further. So I reckon 243 or thereabouts. Okay, and then get rid of whatever manoeuvre is there. Add a manoeuvre, periapsis, until we circularize. Close enough. Add an alarm. Right. And those are nicely far apart, so there we go. All the other bits are just, they're just space junk now that I can get rid of. So we're switching to high. Now it's blinking green and orange, right? So it's telling me that I'm not at the right orbit. Solid orange means you're too high. Flashing orange green is you're too low. Ooh, so I'm actually too low. So that's what's going on there. I'm getting it's flashing. So I'm actually too low. All right, what is my apoapsis height? What it might be interesting is zooming ahead until what am I trying to say, for heaven's sake? Oh, this is interesting. I'm not. Oh, because I'm time warping. Stop. Yeah, okay. Basically, I'm heading upwards because I'm heading towards my apoapsis. So I'm going to wonder if I get to 750, is it going to stop complaining? Yes, it is. Okay, so that tells me that what I need to do is maneuver node, add maneuver node, and then I want my post-burn apoapsis to be over 750. Wow. That is the tiniest adjustment you can imagine making. How long does that burn? 0.1 second. So it's going to be quite tough to do that one. But I'll put it on an alarm in for it anyway. Right, I'm going to do some adjustments. That's like half an hour of me fiddling, so I'm just going to call it there and say thanks so much for watching. But I'm now getting high-level telemetry on the MUN. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to say thanks so much for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you've been enjoying these videos. Yeah, you can find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com, and you can see what I've gone there thus far. You can find Nearly Enough Dice at nearlyenoughdice.com. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, so search for us there. And until next time, reach for the stars.